So today I'm going to teach you guys how to do an unturn down. Ever since I started this channel a couple of years back, you guys have been commenting all over and over again about me doing a how to unturn down, or just how-to videos in general. So we're gonna do a new series with how-to videos, and the first trick is gonna be a how to unturn down, as you saw there in the little pre-roll thing. Basically, yeah, that trick is just like one of my favorite tricks, and you guys are commenting all the time about it. It's kind of a trick that I'm doing all the time, so it's very close in my heart. So I wanna teach you guys how to do it. Yeah, basically I'm just gonna put you through some drills that I did when I learned them, and what I'm still doing to like improve them all the time. You can never really perfect that trick. So yeah, I'm gonna teach you guys some tips and tricks. I'm gonna do some examples, and I'm gonna show you how you can build on them, evolve them, and yeah, we're gonna have some students here as well. One of my first steps that I'm gonna tell you guys is to pick a place where you can do it without being like scared of it. So I would say that like starting off at the dirt jumps is not ideal. I would probably do it up like a bank or a flyout. Basically just do a jump where it's when you have a lot of air time, but you're not traveling too far and you're not gonna die if you crash, because you are probably gonna crash a couple times in the beginning when you learn how to do them. So before you even start thinking about doing it on a jump, you kind of want to figure out how the motion is and how you're gonna twist yourself into the bike, because an unturn down is quite complex. You're moving like that and you have your leg over there, and then you're supposed to have your other feet on that pedal. So it's not really just a tabletop, you're wrapping yourself on, like into the bike kinda. So a thing that is really good to start with before even trying it on a flyout is to just move to your back and take your bike like this. Do the motion like that. Figure out how to do it. So what you wanna do is the way that the bike is going, you wanna twist your hand like this. And then you wanna kinda like punch it that direction. Like that. So you want to move your hand as hard as you can that way, while just holding on lightly with your other hand. So you're kind of just doing a motion like that. So you're dragging it in, and that hand is basically just following and pushing a little bit. But this is the most important thing, that you can twist your hand correctly, and that is just with your upper body. With your lower body, most important thing with an unturn down, that foot needs to come off, and you're gonna put your foot between your seat and your frame. So it's quite complex, but as soon as you get it, it's gonna work out fine. And the movement sounds scary, that you're gonna wrap your foot into it like that, but it's actually quite easy and it works really good, like the whole motion. So do it like that. Just learn how to do the motion, keep your legs really straight, just learn how to do it. And another drill you can do before even trying it is to just keep your foot on the pedal like that, because this is how you're gonna stand on the bike, but obviously not with the foot. And then just keep this leg as straight as you can. You kind of wanna wrap the bike around your leg, not wrap your body around the bike. Does that make sense, Theo? Yeah. What you wanna do is you wanna have stiff legs and just keep them as straight as possible, because one, it looks a lot better on photos and videos and just in general. And two, it's gonna make everything just be a lot more like sturdy and controlled. Keep your legs straight, move over the bike, twist it in, and just flex your muscles. So the reason why I want you guys to try it on a really small place in the beginning is because if you can do them small, this applies to every single trick you're trying to learn. If you can do them small, you can do them big. That's my opinion. Maybe it works better on big jumps for you guys, but that's pretty obvious, because more time is better. More air time is always gonna make things easier. But if you can do them small, you can do them big. So I want you guys to try it small first and then evolve into a bigger one. So that's what we're gonna do now. You can do them on a decent sized jump, which is this box jump that I'm standing on right now. We're gonna try to do a unturn or try. Hopefully I can do them. I'm teaching you guys how to do them. So when you go up like this, you can do the motion a lot slower. So when you start doing them on decent sized jumps, you're gonna feel like you can do the motions a lot slower, like I said, and you can just relax a little bit, stretch them, hold them, and that's my favorite. If you manage to hold the trick for a little bit, that gives you a lot more amplitude. judges like that and people in general like amplitude, right? Then as soon as you're a bit like comfortable with just doing that, you can move on, involve the trick and start doing them a bit with like, you can do them in a hip, you can do them on transfers, you can do them in quarter pipes, you can do them in tech lines, you can do them on tail taps, and you can jam one in everywhere if you can do it on small. So yeah, I'm gonna walk you through my personal favorite one, which is an unturndown in a quarter pipe. So the reason why unturndown in a quarter pipe works so well is because it works a lot with you instead of against you with the like spinning of the wheels and stuff. So if you go up on it, basically what you just do is that you just twist the bike this way instead of this way. So you're kind of like leaning into it and you're gonna have a bit of a lean like that. It's hard to explain, I'll just show it. It's just something with it, it just works a lot better and the angles of it works really good. So what you can do in the beginning is that you just try to do them in a fly up a quarter pipe like this and turn 180 degrees. So basically, just go up and turn on like that. So you get the hang of how to just like twist and push or twist and drag. Twist and put your arms together, twist and put your legs straight, whatever. Then it's gonna work out fine here, then you can just apply it there easily. What you also can do is that you can air the opposite direction but still do the unturn in the same direction. So it's gonna be a topside one. And as I said earlier, you can do a lot of tech things like foot jumps, tail taps, manuals, and stuff like that. I'm gonna start it off with a tail tap. You move in like that. Then we got the foot jump, which is extremely painful, but pretty cool. Then you can spice it up, adding maybe a bar spin, and then unturn down. You see there? I literally did an unturn down there, this high above the ground. So what I'm saying again is if you can do them small, you can do them big. Another great step after you did it in a quarter pipe, when you start spinning a little bit, you can start trying them in 360s. So this trick is actually pretty good to just feel out. You can basically just go up in a 360 and feel the inside table a little bit, slash unturn down, whatever you want to call it really. And I would say 360s is probably best to just try it in a foam pit. We have a foam pit here, and I'm not gonna do it into a foam pit because I can do it on a real jump, but it's a very good way to start trying them. If you don't have a foam pit, just start to feeling them out. I actually learned 360 unturn on that very jump. You can see in the background, straight there with that before trying here. When you're going off the lip, you kind of want to push your arms out a little bit and wait before you start twisting the bike inwards, because if you do it off the lip, you're gonna start rotating a lot more and that's not gonna be good for the whole rotation. So wait a little bit, smack it right in, and then when you pull it out again, it's just gonna feel controlled and nice for the whole rotation. So those few things that I just talked about and showed you guys is basically it when it comes to unturn. Then you just need to practice and think about the steps all the time. Today's student is going to be Sive, our friend here from Sweden. He kind of can do unturnouts, but we're going to do some pointers and you guys are going to see the progressions of just a couple of jumps. If you follow these steps, it's going to make your life a lot easier. So have a first go and then we see what we can work on. Okay. So I instantly see that is a good one. That was the best one I've seen you do. But the first thing I'm noticing is that instead of letting his feet come off by the bike, so you're wrapping the bike around your leg, you're letting your leg off and then twisting into it. Let the bike take your leg off by just twisting like that, because that's gonna make the whole process a lot smoother and it's not gonna be like you're tangling yourself around the bike rather than tangling the bike around your leg. Straighten his legs and then better, but you still let your foot off, but the legs are a lot straighter and that's very good. So if you just twist the bike harder, the feet is gonna come off naturally and it's gonna look a lot cleaner. A lot better with the legs, so it's gonna feel like everything is happening in different motions. It's gonna feel tangly and stuff like that, but if you just work on it, it's gonna feel a lot smoother. The bike is gonna just go up and down a lot easier, and that's pretty much it. Unturn is a trick that is endless. You can do it in every single combo you can think of. You can do tail whips to it, you can do upper whips to it, you can do bar spins to it, flips, front flips, anything you can think of. I use them in contests, I use them when I'm filming, and yeah, just different sorts of unturnouts basically. So basically that was it for this how-to video. Comment down below if you thought any of my tips were helpful, and if they weren't, let me know as well, because then I can improve it for my next how-to video. And comment down below also what kind of tricks you want me to teach you guys. We have a lot in mind, but if there's more people that like some tricks, we're gonna do that too. So subscribe, like, and